Hey now, Matt LaBarber Music here, and today we are talking about City Heights by the Sure Fire Soul Ensemble. Love this song. It's going to be very fun to learn how to play. Before we zoom in and I show you all the parts, I'd like to encourage you, if you haven't already, to please subscribe to my channel. Or if you already have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. And check out mattlabarbermusic.com. I got some really cool stuff coming up in the future. But before we get to any of that stuff, let's zoom in and I'll teach you about this stuff. So there are really only two parts and then a couple of breaks, right? So there's the A section, which really starts with the 8th fret on the A string, which is the note F for those of you that are keeping score. And then I'm going up to the 8th fret on the D and doing a hammer on to 10 also on the D. So it's, you hear that? Okay, so 3 notes for the price of 1. And really, again, this is F, okay? And then I'm going to the 4th and hammering on to the 5th, okay? Which is F, G, A, B, C, right? And then I'm going down a whole step to E flat, or the 6th fret on the A string. And again, if you hear me using the names of the notes and you're not sure what that means, I'll link you to a video that I have, but I'll also just talk about it in fret numbers, so you don't have to know that if you don't want to. But I would highly recommend learning it for sure. So again, I'm starting on 8 on the A, hammer on from 8 to 10, then I play that 8 again, and I walk my way back to that 6. So, and then I'm going to play in between 6 on the A and 8 on the D. Now there's a lot of variation in that, but that's really the main riff. I got 8, 8, 10, 8. And just walk back. Okay, and then sometimes I'll do little fills. So walk my way back up with those half steps, right? So that's the main riff of the tune. And again, I'll just play through it and then I'll play through it slowly. And you'll notice, sorry I didn't talk about that, but I actually like to rhythmically, I actually kind of slap the strings a little bit with my fingers. I like the sound that it makes, and also I like the rhythm that it helps me to keep. So do you hear how, like, in between? Adds that extra beat in there that I think sounds pretty cool. So now I'll play it real slow. Okay, so that's the A section. That's the intro. And it also is the melody. So the ba da 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 da. That's the melody is played over the top of that. And then there's the B section, which is the doo doo doot, doo doo doot, doo doo doot, doo doo doot. Sorry if I'm not humming that very well. But so there, okay, I'm going down to the 4th fret. On the A string, which really, I guess, would be D flat, if you're thinking about it like that. And then I'm going up to 7 on the E string. And again, I do that little in between, right? Sorry, I'm trying to get both hands in there. Now this note, playing 7 on the E, is actually the same thing as going back to 2 on the A string. So you could do that if you wanted. It's the same note. I just like to play it up here because it kind of sets me up for this next riff, which is really going back to 6 on the A. So I got 4, 7, 7, 4. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And again, that slap, then I'm doing that little walk up between 4 to 6. And I'm actually going from 6 on the A to 6 on the D. Okay, which again is E flat to B flat if you're keeping score. E, F, G, A, B flat. I'm going to the low 5. Okay, so I got so there's different variations of fills that you can do there. Right? Do you hear it like instead of do 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 do, I'm going do 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 do, something like that. A million different ways that you can split that up, but really the B section is just going in between 4 and 6, right? Which is D flat and E flat. But then, those other riffs are just fills. Okay, and so that's the B section. That happens over ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then it goes back up to the A riff, which again was 8 on the A string. Okay, now that is played throughout the solos, is really just the A section instead of the B section. The B section, the only time you ever hear that is over the bum, bo-do-do-do-do-do-do, or sorry, I'm humming the bass line. Da-da-da, 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 right? The solos are all over the A section. And somewhere in those solos, okay, you hear that break. I'm always stopping on the F or the 8, right? And then you'll see I kind of count in, I think it's an 8-bar break, but I count in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right back in on this 8 on the A string. So that note F again. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Okay, so that happens over both of the breaks. And then again on the outro, we're riding out that glorious A section again. Okay, and you'll see I just do this little box pattern, as kind of an outro fill, which is really I'm playing 8, 6 on the D string, 8, 6, 8. It actually ends on this F. Right? And then that is the whole tune. Thank you again so much for watching, everybody. I hope you really enjoyed this one. This song is particularly dear to me because I got to play on it. I recorded bass on this tune. I was actually in that band for 5 years, so played on the first 2 records, and this is one of my favorite tracks from that first album. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to play it, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or if you already have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Check out MattLaBarbermusic.com. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up in the future. And again, have fun playing this one. Happy bassin', and I will see you in the future.